Hey guys, Beast, back to some obviously content, and today I'm going to be doing a guide over team building. Now, team building in this game really isn't anything too crazy. As a matter of fact, you can kind of just run whatever you want, but I suppose I'm just going to show you team building for specific events and typing. So, the first things first is what type is the event mainly. I'm probably just going to do this on a random ward, though if I do get a dispatch I'm after, then I will be really salted because I'm in the middle of recording and I need to rush that one really bad. We're gonna save that failure to claim later. Anyway, so we're gonna go against one of these random ones here. No, not the Looming Dagger. So we're gonna be running against a green Queen K ward. Now, if we look at the typing wheel, that's just the main thing you have to do here. STR is strong against tech or green. I don't really know. I think it's called speed in this game, but I'm just gonna go by green. And as you can see, it's mainly a green event. So we want to have type advantage. If you look at the typing wheel in this game is a little bit different, but it's still basically the same. I'll have it on screen, I guess. And it's STR is strong against tech. Tech is strong against blue, well, green. And green is strong against blue. Blue is strong against red. And those three go in a circle. And then we have light and dark in the corner who just kind of go against each other. So light hits dark harder. Dark hits light harder. So light takes more damage from dark, but it also does more damage to dark and vice versa. It's kind of an interesting type wheel, but since this is a green ward, we can go ahead and get the basis thing we need to know is what our hard-hitting units should be type-wise. So I'm going to do a simple little team here, and this is just going to be a team on clearing that event the fastest. However, if you're looking for a general team building guide that just kind of explains to you how you should build your team based upon Fez units, it's just put your best units on the team. But the main basis is to always have a support unit. I always keep one in the middle of the front row allies, though some people keep it in the back and just kind of throw it up there when they need the support. And then hard-hitting unit and a durability down unit on the left and right, and then everything else in the back doesn't matter too much. But we're going to be building one that is specifically meant to clear a tech type unit, or a tech type event, as fast as possible. So first things first, we're going to stick our support unit. Now let me quickly explain support units. Support units are anything that either heal up the whole front row allies, boost the front row allies by attack and defense, or just attack, etc. So here's an example of one. She's a support unit. She boosts attack and defense of front row allies for 3 turns by 1.5 times, and restores their HP by 15% each turn. Now, that is a permanent 15% increase to health, so if she gets her skill off twice, she's restoring 30%. She gets it off 3 times, she's restoring 45. She gets it off 4 times, she's restoring 60, and so forth. So yeah, overall, you can see where her skill can stack up and be helping you a lot. Now, remember, we are going against a tech type event, so we should probably be bringing someone who is strong against them on the typing wheel. If we look at the typing wheel, STR typing, or the red typing, is strong against tech or green. So we're going to go ahead and use Non-Killing Owl. Non-Killing Owl gets into the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is status causing units, and just a couple statuses that you always want to try and fit into your team, and that is bleed and paralysis. So bleed is a damage over time sort of status, so whenever a unit has bleed, at the end of a round it will take damage, and for paralysis it cuts their AP in half, so however much AP they did have before they got paralysis will be cut in half. So they have 10 AP, their AP is cut into half, so they do less damage to you. Overall, very, very nice thing to have. So for that, I have a unit that does 2 in 1, and he has a very good chance to inflict paralysis and bleed of front row ally or front row enemies for 3 turns. Plus, his attack is 0.3 times the remaining AP that he has to one enemy 5 times. So he has a hard-hitting STR unit, and he causes bleed and paralysis. So we're definitely gonna toss him on the team. So let's go ahead and get him up there. Did I click him? Yeah, he's already up there. Next, we need a right row enemy. Now, here's how teams go real quickly. Let me explain how you know what's what. Okay, so basically, the first block is the middle unit. The second block is the unit on the left. And the third block is the unit on the right. Same with the bottom row, so it's middle, left, right. It's kind of strange. It's kind of strange. I kind of wish that it had, you know, left to left, right, middle to middle, and right to right, but it's still fine. So it's left is right, or left is middle is left, and right is the right. So it's kind of strange, but anyway. So for our right unit, we want another hard-hitting unit, but we also want someone that will cause some durability down. And so far, I basically have no one on the team that does that. So I'm probably actually just going to go ahead and select I think I have an STR token here that will do durability by 3. Now remember, this is just a team that will clear fastest. Normally, I would just go ahead and throw my boy Aweo here, or however you say his name, because he does reduce enemy durability by 3. He does have 1.75 times your defense for 3 turns, and he does deal attack times 2.0 damage to one enemy 3 times, so all of that's really, really good. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and use my STR Toka. Now, I know you see my Fez unit Kaneki, who is STR, but he just doesn't do too much damage. Toka is a durability down unit, and I have like her 60%, so let me go quickly check what she does durability-wise. She reduces durability by 2, or 3. She has a good chance to inflict paralysis for 2 turns, and she deals attack times 1.0 damage to frontal enemies 6 times, so she is the correct typing, so she's going to be doing more damage. She does lower durability by 3 times, and of course, she is going to be doing more damage. So, anyway, she also has, I do believe, paralysis or something, even though we have 2 units that cause paralysis in the front row. The other one also causes bleed, so it's 100% fine. The next thing we're going to do is back row enemy, or back row units. Now, once again, I really just believe that back row units should be your, like, last defense sort of thing, so you should probably stick your more defensive units in the back row. At least that's what I like to do. So, in the middle, I still think I'm going to go ahead and just stick... I don't want to really stick this Kaneki at all. I don't feel like he's that defensive. I'm still going to stick an emergency durability down unit, and that is Tsukiyomi, because he lowers durability by 5 times when he gets his skill off. It's nothing crazy, but he is an emergency durability down unit if we are out of options. And then, of course, for our left and right units, we will just be using some tanky units. This boy, Aweo here, he is really tanky, so we'll stick him in the back. And then, of course, we also need one more tanky unit, and I do suppose we'll go ahead and use... I'm actually not quite sure. So, I guess we'll use this Kaneki, because he is still a Fez unit. He's just nothing crazy. So 1.5 times your attack and restores your HP each turn, or by 5% for each turn, or each turn for 3 turns. Deals attack 1.4 times damage to one enemy 5 times. So, he's alright on damage, but he's nothing crazy. I kind of stick him on the back row. I don't really find him as that useful. Now, this is a type-specific team, so it's going to be doing a lot more damage to the tech-type events. Now, you do see we have the support unit there. Doesn't really matter on the support unit's typing, unless you have a support unit of the correct typing. But let's go ahead and get into that little event, and I'm going to save that ward for after I finish this. So, let's go ahead and get into that event. Oop, wrong one. I hate Motto. I dislike it a lot. So, as you can see, this is the green typing. Hopefully our team was saved. We may have to go over and find it. Okay, yeah, this is the team we built. As you can see here, this team should take care of this event in the fastest amount of time. And thinking about it, normally I'd probably just stick a bunch of really, really strong SDR types to go against this event, because it is just a ward. But I think this is probably just the best case to do. It's supporting, and it's correct typing. The main thing's type wheel. There's never anything too crazy when it comes to team building on this game, so auto off. Yeah, we'll wipe through that boy. So we're gonna go ahead and use our support unit first. We want to get her charged up because our skill is what supports everyone. Everyone else can just go ahead and get their attacks off. As you can see, they're doing very nice damage. We'll go ahead and activate our Toka, and then we'll finish it off with the non-killing owl. Wards like this are really easy in general, but it's still nice to have a really nice team built up. It doesn't really matter too much. I always just stick my strongest units. But if you are looking for something that just wipes as fast as possible, either you're planning on farming that specific event or something, then I would definitely run a actually built to do so. So, as you can see, non-killing owl is our really hard-hitting STR type type unit. We're actually going to save his skill for the last round because, well, that's just how I think he should be done. We're going to use Toka again. She's now going to be healing everyone by 30% each turn, and she's also increasing our attack and defense again. So, I think Toka should actually finish the second round off. Now, the next round, I'm going to go ahead and show off the owl a little bit. I think we're just going to go ahead and get a break on the middle guy, but we're also going to save him till the end. So, the Toka does need to go ahead and get her skill charged up, but we're going to go ahead and save her for the end. That should be a break there. There we go. We're going to go ahead and use this Toka again to support. And as you can see, we're clearing this really, really fast. Even with a subpar team, once again, once you get some of the really good units like Takizawa and everything, a lot of people just go ahead and just stick the best units on the team and don't even worry about typing. However, if you're worried about typing and you're just trying to clear it with the best type of units, as you can see, the 2 on the left are dead, and now we're going to go ahead and use our boy the owl, and he should get them very, very close, if not completely just gone. Okay, yeah, there we go. Wipe through it super duper fast. That was probably like 45 seconds or so, maybe longer, but as you can see, if you build your teams correctly, you can wipe through any event. I don't really want to tell you this is the only way to build teams, because there are so many ways of building teams. Some people just throw teams together based upon the strongest units, like I've said a couple times already. But if you're trying to wipe through it the fastest, usually type advantage is the way to go, as long as you're not just putting really, really weak units that have type advantage. Because, let me show you a couple examples of that. So, some of them, it's not that they're particularly really, really weak, like, besides this guy here, he's really kind of bad. So, besides this guy here, who's really just kind of weak, he does have type advantage, but I do believe it would actually take longer to clear this event if I was using him in place of a guy like this on the front row. As you can see, this guy is relatively strong, 2 times his damage to one enemy 3 times. This guy hits really hard, and he's a durability down unit. I always run him on my team, regardless of the typing. What I usually like to run is a team, and right now I kind of have like a free-to-play one thrown together, though I should probably be using the Owl on the team that I like to run. But I like to run a overkilling team that just guarantees an overkill, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the best like free-to-play one that I have currently set up, because, you know, I don't know, I just kind of like showing things that everyone's guaranteed to have for the most part. So let's head over to edit, and if we go all the way over, I do believe it is, this is my free-to-play, for the most part, overkill team. The only thing non-free-to-play is the hard-hitting units you have that are the correct typing. So this would be an overkill team for the tech type event, but if we were going to be getting an overkill on a blue type event, we would want tech units there, so we'll go ahead and remove these 2. We're gonna go ahead and stick, where's he at? Where's my boy at? Ayato here, he hits really hard for tech, and then we'll also go ahead and have another tech unit up there. Does not really matter who the second one is, it's always the front row that matters. And let me quickly explain this team. Now this is a free-to-play team, by the way, except for these last 2 units here. And of course, Tsukiyome is a ticket unit, or even the free tutorial summon unit, but yeah. So, I'll explain this team real quickly. I'm not going to go too in-depth to it. If you understand the basis of this team, you can also figure out how to do yourself a very nice summonable units team that is really good at overkills as well. So, guy in the middle is support unit. You put Toka in place of him, of course. 1.5 times the attack. Guy on the right is the hard-hitting unit. He is whatever has type advantage against the thing you're trying to overkill. He's always on the right. Same with the guy below him, who's kind of there as like an emergency if you're out of AP and you need to do a little more damage. The one in the middle on the back is my bleeding unit. She has a good chance to inflict bleed for 3 turns. And the one on the left in the bottom is my paralysis unit. He has I do believe it's like a very good chance to inflict paralysis for 3 turns. So we have a paralysis causing unit, a bleed causing unit, we have an attack boosting unit, we have a durability down unit, which is the Tsukiyome here. You can have any other sort of durability down unit there. I just like the Tsukiyome because he has -5 durability. And basically, how you run the team is, you go into battle, you get this guy's skill off, the guy in the middle, as much as you can. You get him boosting the attack as high as possible. You get this guy's skill charged up to his 3rd skill, or whatever his hardest hitting skill. And then you get the enemy down to low as possible. You get him paralyzed, you get him bleeding, and then you use this boy's skill here, which will just do a ton of damage and cause an overkill. There's all sorts of teams you can run, but hopefully this was a general little guide over team building. I didn't want to go too in-depth. Like I said, the main thing is just to stick all your strongest units on one team. It's never really a type-specific thing, unless you are looking to just clear through an event really, really fast, in which case you're going to want to go by the typing wheel. But the main thing to do is to have a supporting unit on there, some sort of durability down unit, and just everything else should be just really, really hard-hitting units. But I do believe that's all for now. Hopefully this helped you. Subscribe if not already, leave a like on the video if you did find it helpful, and keep it beast mode. I am out. I'll see yous.